Steady now.
As Sunsoft would throw their hat into the Resident Evil clone pool, T.R.A.G would emerge at a time when a slew of developers would try to put their spin on the successful formula. A surface description would state this is Resi in a skyscraper, but like most obscure copycats, there's a bit more to this one as you begin to delve deeper. While certainly not on the same level as its inspirations, this survival game still packs enough action, interesting tweaks, and solid mechanics to prove worthwhile for genre enthusiasts, even if a lack of challenge and some seriously poor localization dampen these positives. In the year 2046, a military-owned skyscraper called the T.R.A.G building is taken under siege by a wild assortment of terrorists, taking a lead scientist hostage and setting in motion a devastating plan.
Well, they're on their own now.
With entrances blocked and most forces perishing upon trying to enter, all hope rests on two commandos who manage to breach and enter the complex. Alex and Michelle are the only hope to stop this incident from escalating further. It's not a bad setup, as moving the formula into a skyscraper could make for an under siege-esque scenario. But unfortunately, a common problem with this genre, the voice work and translation are poor.
That's impossible.
Unlike the charm of other games, T.R.A.G's narrative suffers from stilted delivery, and when you factor in other oddities such as Michelle's voice changing between the opening FMV and the main game, it makes investing in this siege story harder.
I don't know.
I'll make them pay for what they did to our people.
T.R.A.G doesn't stray too far from the established template, but little tweaks will be appreciated by genre aficionados. As you navigate around pre-rendered locations, you're tasked with uncovering key items to open more pathways, while using either guns or melee to deal with a slew of enemies. Unlike the iconic series, you're not locked to a preset character and can freely switch between Alex, Michelle, and two other characters you meet. Each feels distinctive, with varied speeds, attack combos, and special moves. It works infinitely better than Martian Gothic, and it encourages experimentation, though it's worth mentioning that some characters are forced to fight certain bosses during the story. The game lasts around 7 hours, but defeating bosses with certain characters rewards extra costumes and potent weapons for repeat plays, and with 2 endings to uncover, it's not a short trip. It's a decent take on the formula with enough tweaks to distinguish Sunsoft's effort from competing games. However, a couple of missteps hold it back from the genre's upper tier. On the whole, T.R.A.G is easy, and lacks the resource management needed to generate tension. Enemies respawn, which sounds like a bad thing, but combat loops feel straightforward and can enable you to get frequent health and ammo drops. While items are scarcer in the environment, it's not much of an issue. On the flip side, bosses can feel cheap and unsatisfying. The tank controls, while a staple of survival horror, feel too slow to combat the rapid combos of the big bads. It feels like you take damage with little chance to riposte. Some bosses also come with unskippable cutscenes, which grates immensely. The last issue with T.R.A.G is the skyscraper. While it features plenty of quirky scenes and mysterious locations, it's bland to explore at times, lacking dynamism and failing to take advantage of how many flaws there could be. That's not to say the backgrounds are ugly, as the pre-rendered visuals look excellent. Featuring attractive lighting, some distinctive scenes such as the projector room, and plenty of decent FMVs, parts of Hard Edge look great. The 3D, sadly, isn't quite as good, lacking the refinement of the best in class despite a clear anime aesthetic. Cutscenes that are in-engine run pretty poorly, and there's definite slowdown issues during certain intense moments, but on the whole, it looks good. The sound is not quite as strong. As mentioned, the voice work and delivery border on laughable.
Hey, are you okay?
Yeah, thanks. You saved my life.
The music, while distinctly toned in spots, doesn't fit the scenario at points, while the effects sound acceptable, if a bit crunched. Hard Edge is definitely a mixed bag, but one which still has enough strengths to outweigh the cons. While parts of the cloning process didn't quite work, and the translation is absolutely botched, little tweaks to the formula and solid mechanics ensure it will still appeal to genre enthusiasts. While not quite up there with the likes of Silent Hill or Chase the Express, Sunsoft's stab at survival horror represents an acceptable example of the genre. Just make sure that you go in with an open mind and a sizable tolerance for dodgy voice acting.